So I've got this Instant Pot Lux 80, and I was getting an error code C6, which I looked up online, and it says that the pressure sensor has gone bad somehow. Now, because it's a Lux, it's only got one pressure sensor, unlike the Duo, which apparently has two. So I pulled out the sensor, which lived basically down here. My father-in-law cut off the terminals there, which I'll explain in a second, but I pulled it out. It's got a part number there, I think KSD 105. Went and bought a replacement part on Amazon. Getting these off of the terminals here was really challenging. I tried using pliers, that didn't work. I eventually just used a knife to pry them off. You might have the same difficulty. Anyway, got the replacement part. Now, the tricky thing about it, a couple of things. There's this adjustment screw here, which the old one did not have. Somebody online told me they just basically backed it out to the point where it's not extending from the surface here. When it came, it was sticking up a bit. So I just unscrewed that to the point where it's not sticking out. The other thing about it, though, is you see these wires here. This one is coming kind of down, and that one is going up when looked at from this direction. Now, the old one, you'll see this one, the top one was going up and the bottom one was going down. That was convenient because this top one connects there and the bottom one connects there. With the new one, they look kind of reversed. It looks like this one should be going to that terminal, but of course you don't want to do that. You want to connect it in exactly the same way, which means this top one needs to go there and the bottom one needs to go there. So they're going to have to cross kind of a bit, which isn't a big deal because they're, of course, flexible wires, but make sure you don't get that wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and connect it, and we're going to test it in a safe place, a room or outside where there's nobody, just to make sure everything works. I've been told it's calibrated thanks to this screw here, which has this bit of plastic on top that prevents you from fiddling with it. So we're going to give that a try. So it seems to have worked. I set it for 3 minutes for rolled oats. It warmed up as usual. It made a clicking sound, which means the sensor was activated. That was not happening before it cooked. It let me know. And then when I released the pressure, it took, whatever 30 seconds like it normally does. It was not overpressured. Tells me that it's probably calibrated properly and the oatmeal is good to eat. So I think it's all good. One thing I didn't mention is that to remove the plastic cover on the bottom that lets you access the internals, there's a Torx screwdriver, a Torx screw that you need a screwdriver head for. It's T15. I didn't have that, so I had to order that myself to unscrew the bottom, but that's easy enough. Anyway, I think it's fixed and good to go. Hope this helps someone else. Happy instant potting.